Hello people, welcome to our YouTube channel. Welcome to the very first video of Arduino Basics series, where we will learn about Arduino, the basics, and the different types of boards and how to program them and to make cool projects with it. So let's get started. Microcontrollers are integrated circuits that are basically the tiny computers. They can run simple software programs and they are also very low powered enough that they can power by batteries for days, but they are fast enough to process data and much faster than human being can think. So Arduino is a company in Italy that designs and sells circuit boards that make microcontrollers easy to use. They call these circuit boards Arduinos. And there are a lot different types of Arduinos. For example, if you got simple Arduino boards, Arduino Uno, which is very cheap enough and good for projects. You can use Arduino to control motors, lighting, cameras, or you can build a simple robot through it. And then you have more other Arduinos with powerful processors and Ethernet connectivity. The company Arduino open sources all of their hardware designs, which means you don't just have to buy from them, and there are also the countless third-party companies that makes their own variants but can't call them Arduinos. But functionally they are the same thing. There are also this thing called Arduino shields, which are basically the circuit boards that plug into the main Arduino circuit board and let you to do more stuff. For example, Adafruit makes shields that let you control motors and servos without designing the motor control circuitry. And SparkFun has shields that let your Arduino to convert into simple cell phone or MP3 players. Okay, so that was a quick overview about Arduino, the company and the hardware. But there is more. They created a software which works on Windows, Linux and Mac, which makes you to upload a code as simple as connecting a cable to the Arduino board by clicking a button. They created a programming language that let you to configure all the Arduino hardware projects in the same way. The Arduino software is one of the easiest programming experiences you will ever have. So let's have a look to the Arduino board. Now when people say an Arduino, then basically they are talking about the Arduino Uno because it's simple one and a perfect one for the beginners. I have also made my first project by this one. Okay, so the first thing is that to get familiar with it. Mostly some say that Arduinos are microcontrollers, but this term is technically not correct. Arduino are the boards that have microcontrollers in it and also other stuffs. So let's take a look. This is the microcontroller. Arduino Uno uses a series of microcontrollers called Atmega AVS and they are made by the company Atmel. Connected to the microcontroller is the crystal resonator. This controls how fast a microcontroller is running. Now, in order to upload what you create to the main microcontroller, there is another microcontroller in the board. This chip helps you to connect USB cable to the Arduino board and communicate it via USB. It lets you to upload program to the main microcontroller, and when the program is running, this allows you to send messages, and this chip is also important for debugging. One great that you can power it through USB cable, or if you don't want that your project is always connected to a computer, then you can also power it through 9V external power source. Uno has a built-in voltage regulator that allows the voltage to 5V. And if you ever want to rebuild your program, you can just simply press the reset button. Now let's talk about the pin connectors. Here you will get your power pins, the 3.3V pin and the 5V pin and 2 ground pins. The TX and RX are for sending and receiving data. You can use them to send or receive data from a GPS module or from a GSM module or from a Bluetooth module or from a Wi-Fi module and many more. Pin 2 to 13s are for digital input and outputs. Here we have also 6 analog pins in the board. Some pins here have some special symbols beside them. These indicate the PWM pins, the pulse width modulation output. Okay, so enough about the hardware. Let's get a look into the software, which we will use to upload the programs to our Arduino boards. So do a just simple thing is that go to the download page of Arduino and download the software and install it, and you are ready to go. During installation you can see various driver installation box, so just click them yes to everything, and once you are done, connect your Arduino board to your PC using the cable, and next start the Arduino IDE, the software development environment. And after that you have to do is to select the right board as shown. So go to the tools, boards, and select the board you are using. So after that we will also have to be sure that the software communicates with the board properly. So for that thing you have to click the tools, boards, and after that select the ports. So if you don't have anything like this listed here, then might be a problem with your drivers. For that solutions, you have to go to the device managers, select the universal port and the COM port, and then click it and update the software and update the driver, and the problem will be solved. A software also consists of various examples, and studying these is a nice approach. These are called the sketches. So now let's see an example of how this thing works. Let's start by a basic example of blinking an LED light. So here what we will have to do is to write a simple program in the Arduino IDE. So in any projects writing a program, you have to define two main things, that is the void setup and the void loop. The void setups is basically defined as the pin modes and in what way the pins are connected and what will they functionally do, and after that comes the void loop section. The void loop is the area where the program will run over and again as long as it is powered. So now let's write the program. Okay, so we have written our program and now it's time to compile it. And let's see, yes, it has compiled and we are ready to go to upload it. The program is being uploading now, and the program has been uploaded, and now let's check. Yep, so as you were seeing that it's working fine, and you can also change the blinking speed of the LED by changing the delay in the code. So let's take a look to the another example of servo rotation. So these are the servo motors you can find. So let's get into the code section. Here you have to define the various things, that is the header file of the servo and many more other stuffs. So let's write the code. Okay, so our code is completed and now it's time to do compilation, and after that you have to upload the code in the same way that you have seen in the previous example. So now see, this way your servo will work, and so this is way how Arduino is programmed, and also you can make simple robots with it. So hope you have enjoyed the video and hope that you have all your basics cleared about what is Arduino and how it works.